Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned, "O Allah, be pleased with us and make us pleased with you." This is a dua that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam he mentioned. In these qualities, when we try to describe the qualities Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has mentioned in these ayahs, the first quality, if you count it as a quality, that's being a believer, then you have 8 qualities. And if you don't count this, but this is a basic condition, you have to be a believer to achieve all the other qualities, then there are 7 qualities. The first of all, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has mentioned, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. The believers, they are the successful. They are the one who attain the success. And what is the success is to describe the word aflah and falah, because we hear this word every day 5 times, and we call it, and the word falah has been used in the Quran and Hadith in numerous times and numerous occasions. In our Salah, in our adhan, we hear it 5 times. We call towards falah. And what is the falah? The falah is basically, we cannot describe it. It's a very comprehensive word, the word falah. Falah means that you achieve all what you desire, and you stay away from all and every harmful things. In basic, like if you describe it in a nutshell, this is the word falah. But this type of falah, or you say the complete falah, no one can attain this type of falah in this world. This complete falah will be attained only in Jannah. Because in worldly life, it's no matter how pious you are, what is your status in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to go through the normal phases of the life. Sometimes you are sick, sometimes you are this, sometimes you are that, like you're facing all type of problem like any other person does. A believer or a non-believer, they are same in this regard. That means you do not have the complete falah in this world. The complete falah will be attained only in Jannah. And after that, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has mentioned, الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. Those who have khushu in their salah. The first quality regarding the believers that mentioned here, they have the khushu in their salah. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, he describes the khushu, khaifuna sakinun, said they have the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they are still in their salah. They are not moving. This is what Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma described what is khushu. And then we do have many different interpretation of the khushu. Some of the tabi'in, they describe that you don't look around in salah, stand still, this is called khushu. Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala says, you do not look from your eyes on your right and left, this is called khushu in salah. Some of them they describe in different ways, but in a nutshell, again, the khushu is basically, it's the kayfiyat, or is a state of your heart. Like Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, أَلَمْ يَأْنِ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَن تَخْشَعَ قُلُوبُهُمْ لِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. The Quran has used the word khushu as an adjective for voices, for faces, and for many different things. But in this ayah, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has used the word khushu for the qulub, for our heart. If you have khushu in your heart, that manifests in your limbs, in your a'da, in your jawarih, and your body parts. When you have a khushu inside your heart, then when you see the person is praying, you see the way he prays. There is a fiqh of salah. There are a fiqh of salah. There are 2 types of fiqh in salah. First fiqh is what we know. This is haram, this is makruh, or this is fard, this is wajib, this is sunnah. Right? Among them, we have the list of makruhat, or disliked thing in salah. They don't break your salah, but they are disliked. Among them, looking around and not paying attention, cracking your fingers, playing with your beard, playing with your clothes. And these are the things. And if you are really hungry and the food is ready and you are really hungry, to pray at that time is also makruh. And really you have to relieve yourself. And you are holding it and you are praying that you want to finish it, then you want to go to bathroom. This is also makruh. These are the disliked things for salah. Why they are disliked? Because they contradict to the khushu is acquired in salah. These are the things. If you are outside from outer world, if you focus in salah, and if you look where you're supposed to look, and you say what you're supposed to say, and you focus when you are saying Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Subhana Rabbiyal Ala, when you're reciting Surah Al-Fatiha, when you're doing the tashahhud, when you're doing all the adhkar in salah, and you are focused, this is called khushu. That's how khushu comes in your salah. And khushu, regarding khushu, the ulama, they have debate. The debate is, if you do not have khushu during salah, will your salah would be accepted, or you have to repeat your salah? This is the debate among the muhaddiseen and the fuqaha. And the mufassirin, when they come to this ayah, when they explain these ayats, they discuss this. Sahib Ruh al-Ma'ani, he said, this is not a prerequisite for salah, but yes, to be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is a prerequisite. In other words, he's saying, if you pray and if you check, I did pray, maybe you are okay. What type of salah is there if Allah did not accept our salah? If our salah is not worthy of acceptance in the court of Allah, what is the use of that type of salah? And being Muslims, mashallah, we pray 5 times. We come to Masjid, we pray, and we stand behind Imam. Most of the time, if not all the time, most of the time, we start our salah, Imam starts reciting, salah is over, Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullah, and we don't know what happened. During the whole salah, we do not even focus, I should bring khushu into my salah. This is one of the requirements of the salah. This is not a fiqh zahir. Yes, to be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you say, my clothes are clean, my body is clean, I do have wudu and facing the qibla, these are the basic requirements. Yes, like I said, you check the mark, I prayed. But this salah was accepted in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or not, this is what Allah tabarak wa ta'ala is describing here. الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. Imagine the very first quality Allah is describing. Allah is not talking about being a muhafadha ala salah, the regularity in your salah. This is another category. This is a separate category. In the same ayat, Allah tabarak wa ta'ala mentioned, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَلَى صَلَاتِهِمْ يُحَافِظُونَ. This is a separate category. But having khushu in your salah, this is a separate category. And how can we have khushu in our salah? It depends how we spend our time outside the salah. The way you spend your time outside the salah, the same way you spend your time during the salah. And again, very beautifully, Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, right after that, Allah tabarak wa ta'ala has mentioned, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنِ اللَّغْوِ مُعْرِضُونَ. Those who stay away from futile things. Laghw. Mufassirin, they describe what is the connection between khushu fi salah and i'rad anil laghw. What is the connection between these two? So if you stay away from laghw, that would be one of the reasons that you may have khushu in your salah. And nowadays, we do not have time to think about our salah, to think about our khushu, to think about being quality of our salah, to bring the quality in our salah because of the cell phones we have and carrying them all the time. When we have few minutes before salah, we have to take out our cell phone, we check our email, or we give answer to someone, do something like that. This little bit time we had in our salah, like in the masjid, before salah, that is also gone from us because of this cell phone. There are some people, mashallah, they try their best. They leave their phones in their cars. At least when they are in the masjid, they can be connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They can focus on their salah. But imagine if you are reading something, news or whatever it is, just before iqamah starts, you are reading on your cell phone. And when the iqamah starts, and when the salah starts, when you say Allahu Akbar, just ask this question to yourself. What would you be thinking? You would be thinking what you were reading the last on your cell phone. You may have sent someone to message. You may be waiting what he's going to reply, how he's going to reply. Or you reply to someone, let's see how his reaction would be, whatever it would be. Or you may be reading a news. Or maybe you're reading your email. Just imagine when Allah Ta'ala has given us systematically a time before farz, we pray sunnah. Why? This sunnah means whatever you are doing before this, everything is outside the masjid. Now you are in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are ready to focus to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now you pray sunnah, and after sunnah you're thinking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're making zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're reciting, you're reading the Quran. This way you can focus in your salah. When you start your first salah, you're already in the state of salah. Then this way you increase your khushu in your salah. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us tawfiq that we all attain the khushu in our salah. And whoever has khushu, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase our khushu in our salah. Wa akhu da'wana alhamdulillah.